So, many of you know, many of you may not, but tomorrow is 4 years since my dad's unaliving, and it's gonna be hard. It's already been hard. Who the fuck am I kidding? I have found myself right back in a depression hole that I fought and clawed tooth and nail to come out of, and it's hard every year. Every year at this time, I feel like I'm reliving those last moments. You know, some people believe in spiritual connection, some people do not, but I'd like to share a story with all of you. The day that my dad passed away, I was having a girls' day with my daughter. I'm looking to grab my drink because I'm walking through my room. I'm on lunch. Anyway, I was having a girls' day with my daughter, and we had went shopping. We had went and gotten groceries. We had went and grabbed loaded teas. And we got home and we were putting up our groceries. And in the middle of putting them up, all of a sudden, I felt this pain in my stomach. It was like kind of like a burning fire pain, but it also felt like somebody had taken my guts and grabbed them with all of their strength and just started turning. And I'm not talking about acid reflux, indigestion, heartburn. Y'all, I have those things. I had never experienced anything like this in my life. I wound up running to the bathroom, and for an hour straight, trigger warning, bodily movements. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds. Do, 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 do. Okay, if you're still here, sorry. For an hour straight, I was vomiting. Projectile vomiting. If it wasn't coming out one end, it was coming out the other. Hey, I gave you a fucking trigger warning, okay? And I couldn't figure out why. I all of a sudden was pale as a ghost. I was pouring sweat. And when it finally stopped, I went and I laid down in the bed for a couple of hours. After a couple of hours, I got up and I still felt really queasy, so I went and I sat on the toilet. The throne. And then my phone rang. And it was a 901 area code. My dad lived in Memphis. And a week prior, he had been taken to jail again. In my head, I was thinking, it's him calling from jail. Gonna do the Kenny pity party that he always did. I'm not gonna hear it. I started not to answer it. But then I was like, you know what? It's my dad. It'll be good to hear his voice anyway. So I'd picked up the phone. And just to kind of backtrack really quick, I had sent him a message on Facebook, or maybe it was a text. Actually, it was both. I sent it on Facebook and I copied and pasted it to his phone. Anyway, that really isn't relevant, but I basically told him I was going to have to take a step back because the in and out of jail, his addiction habits, his distribution habits, if you get my drift, it was all just too much. It was too much, and I needed to take a step back. I told him I loved him, but I couldn't do it anymore. Well, I answered the phone, and I thought, it would be good to hear his voice. Just, to know that we're okay. And it was not him. I heard a woman crying, saying, is this Jesse? Is this Jesse? Because that's what a lot of people on my dad's side of the family would call me. And I could instantly recognize it was my Aunt Shelly. And I said, Aunt Shelly, I already know that he's in jail. I don't know what you want me to say. There's nothing I can do. And she said, no, he's gone. He's gone. He's unalived, except she used the D word. And I paused for a second, and it really had to click what she was saying. Next thing you know, I collapsed. Like, quite literally, I collapsed. I said, I gotta let you go. And I called my mom, and I kept saying, he's D, rhymes with bed. He's bed. And she was like, who? I said, my daddy. He's gone. And I hung up on my mom. It was a nightmare. And the reason I'm saying this is because I found out that the moment he did what he did to himself, he was taking his last breath, was the exact moment that I was feeling those pains, that I was having that sickness. And they say whoever the person that is on a loved one's mind as they're taking their last breath, that person, like, they have a very special, very brief connection. And listen, that was a fucked up connection, but I feel like maybe I was feeling part of the pain that he was feeling. Maybe that was his way of, showing me things had really become too much. I don't know. When a person does what he does that caused him to pass away, it has a certain reaction to your body. And that also, I don't know. I don't know. But if you don't believe in spiritual connections, explain to me why I had the pains and sickness and feelings that I had at literal down to the second that he took his last breath, according to the autopsy report and the medical examiner and the jail footage. Did y'all know that I had to watch that footage? Did you? Did you know that I had to watch people running up to him trying to stop him? It's besides the point. The reason I wanted to make this video, though, is because I don't ask anything of you guys, but I need your help to get through tomorrow. I just posted a video and I'm dancing to Jessie Murph's new song, and I want you guys to help me dance through this rough patch. And if you would duet it or make your own video and tag me in it, stitch it, whatever the case may be. Who gives a fuck what people on this app think? I ain't have a damn bra on and my tatas were swinging from side to side. Guess what? I birthed 2 kids. I know they sag to the flow, okay? I don't care. I'm not here to impress you guys. You haters, you trolls. I don't give a fuck. But if those of you who do support me, if you're comfortable, if you would either duet my video and dance with me, or make your own video and tag me in it and help me dance through what is quite literally the hardest day of the year for me. I'm not going to cry. I would really appreciate it. I love nothing more than to see these badass women and men being themselves and not giving a fuck what other people think. Thank you in advance to those who participate. I love you guys.